I said bad cinematography. He's a different color than me in video, but in real life he's the same color as me. This camera actually... believe it, this camera actually, if you do face detection, it won't notice black people. It's something I feel like bringing up with Sodi. No, because when Jake borrowed the camera, and we noticed that this camera will not... The face detection feature with black people does not work. It's so fucking ridiculous.
That's terrible, Louis. That's terrible.
Yeah. So this was turning on a minute ago, and since I've touched it, it stopped. Oh boy. There we go. Alright, so this is somebody who asked me to replace a screen cable. Because it does this. See? Well, ahem. Ahem. Oh, fucking seriously? There we go. That's a 2850 board for you. Now, every time you tap the LVDS MUX chip, it's going to do something like this.
Nothing.
Well,
oh, there it goes.
Yeah, see? And this is one of those, can you replace my screen cable? Can you please replace my screen cable? iFixit forum said it's the screen cable. And let me tell you, if you read it on iFixit Answers, it's probably not fucking true. So let's go over what the LVDS MUX is, its importance, and why you should not listen to the internet. This is a great poster that Bo Dorsey had on his Facebook wall a long time ago. It said something like, the internet told you what's wrong with your shit. That's great. Good luck getting the internet to fix it. I love that poster. All right, so let's go over.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah. Okay. So where is this? Oh. Seriously, it doesn't show up in the beginning. I think Apple uses the wrong number for it in the beginning. Either it's not viewable in the schematic. All right, here we go. So see this? This is the LVDS connector. So this guy asked me to replace the cable that plugs into the connector. Now, the LVDS connector over here has two separate inputs. It can have an input from the PCH, which is how... See, the CPU talks to the PCH. The PCH then will send the CPU's integrated graphics from the HD 3000 in here over to the graphics MUX, or the graphics chip, which here they spelled as prafix. Yeah. Prafix.
That
Yeah.
would make find on page hard.
Prefix. Insert joke that would get me in trouble on camera here. And so we go to the prefix card, and that also goes to the graphics MUX. So if there's anything wrong with this chip over here, in between the LVDS connector and the CPU or the graphics chip, you'll get what you see on screen. And that chip is something you could see in the microscope here. I'm using the crappier capture hardware because I can't reboot my damn computer. Okay, so first thing we have to do is heat this up. And most of the time this is one of those chips that's not flip chip, so very often it is actually the balls. I know I shouldn't say that on camera because people are going to start reflowing graphics chips if I say that on camera. So we just heat this up enough that I can get rid of that silicone shit. Let's get this on screen.
Do you have to remove the underfill?
This is an underfill. It's edge bonding. Underfill is when it goes all the way under the chip. That I'm not fucking with. Let Jessa deal with that. This is... No. If you give me like $1,000, I'll replace the chip with underfill. But no. This is edge bonding. It's supposed to keep the balls from breaking, and you can see what a great job it does of that.
It's like hot milk blue.
Yeah. So I have the hot air station set to 230 Celsius from far away. Usually it comes off in one piece unless I'm doing a YouTube video, so, Of course it's not going to come off in one piece if I'm doing a YouTube video. But usually Usually you can get this off in one piece. Okay, that's good to go. Oh, this sucks. None of it actually wants to come off in one piece. Go fucking figure. Yeah, usually this really is easy to get off in one piece. I've done it in other videos. Dude, it's not going to happen here. Ugh. The whole idea behind getting rid of the edge bonding is that stuff is going to melt at solder melting temperatures and combine with the balls and result in nothing working at all. which is precisely why I can't tell Steve that I'm doing this, because this person only approved a cable replacement. But since he's not a dick, if this works, I'll just charge him for cable replacement at 150 and not motherboard repair at 325. I don't get used to that. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it for everybody. I'm just doing that because at this point in time, I'd honestly rather reflow this than replace the fucking cable. And I also know it's not the cable. It's never the cable. It's only the LCD cable because people on iFixit have been saying for like the last 10 years, have you checked the LCD cable? The LCD cable is never bad. So we have to clean this crap from the sides. Really silly. That stuff always comes off on its own. So now I look at it from this.
Try removing it with isopropyl.
No, that will never come off with isopropyl. Usually I just shove the board in the oven and then I take it off with this.
Yeah.
But this really didn't want to come off.
So is it more like a silicone kind of material?
I think so. If I had to guess, I would say.
Oh, it's hard. When it's cool.
Yeah. All right. So look.
It's like epoxy.
So you're only going to be on YouTube if this works, because if this doesn't work and his board goes on fire, I might elect to not put this on the internet.
I understand.
So, all right.
In my podcast, I do some.
Yeah. Usually the things that go on fire go into they go on a separate channel that is private or unlisted.
The Rossman Bad Day Group.
Yeah, the Rossman Bad Day Group channel. Okay. Get this out.
This JVC is gorgeous.
It is. Not $1,800 gorgeous, but gorgeous. Yeah, this was a really shit job. I did taking that off. Anyway. Enough's enough. If it's going to work, it's going to work. If it's not, it's not.
So you're just going to reflow it. You're not going to actually remove it.
Yeah. This is not a flip chip design. If like a graphics chip, like the old AMD CPUs or something,
Yeah.
there, most of the time, if you fix it with heat, the issue is inside the chip.
Yeah.
There are little bumps inside the chip. But here, this is a single layer chip, so it's totally safe to reball it. I mean, not reball it, to reflow it. Okay. It's just a really annoying chip to reflow. Okay. Heat.
Does it do memory locations so you can have like recom settings?
It can. I never figured out how to use that. The thing has graphs. It has saving of graphs. It has all sorts of stuff that I've never looked into that I really should. The main feature that I like of it is not taking 10 minutes to heat up.
Yeah, that chip's already moving.
That's just the flux. I'm not heating it to melt solder yet. I'm just heating it to...
Warm the board.
Yeah.
My problem is when I guess it's just lack of experience, and I'm always terrified of heating the board.
Well, I try to preheat the area first. So that's why I'm holding the iron further away. It's about like 1.5 inches, 2 inches from the chip right now. What I do is I wait to see how there's flux around the chip? That's slowly evaporating away and it's slowly moving away. And once there's only flux around the direct exterior of the chip, I'll know that it's time for me to go in closer on it. Let's say, like, see, if the board is cold, then I need to get the balls to like 220 Celsius around there. So if the iron is at 350 or 450, and the board is at, let's say, 27, the board is going to be pulling down the temperature, so I'll have to use a higher temperature on the iron. But if the board is hot, then I can use a lower temperature on the iron, on the hot air, and it'll work.
At least you're not using a Weller heat gun.
Yeah. I have a board that was sent in that somebody used the Weller heat.
Wild PCS special?
The Wild PCS special. Did you ever go to Wild PCS?
No,
Thank God.
but I watched a rant.
Yeah, what a set of... Yeah, they're scamming pricks. I wouldn't give them a remote control to fix. Okay, so the flux is only directly around the chip now, not far out, so I can go in on it, and I'll give it about 10 seconds. Now, if I had removed all the edge bonding properly, it would be moving around, but I didn't because I'm a dipshit. So,
Smell it.
that's mostly flux because the air filter's on medium instead of high. All right.
Looks like it's still on the board.
It is still on the board, and the board doesn't look roasted. And the capture card is flickering. Okay.
Get one of them. Oh, it's a clean room white, not a sparkle. Not a sparkle anti-static
Yes.
tape.
The anti-static paper towels go up here. Okay. So. This is
Oh, I
my.
actually watched your video.
Yeah. Half of the stuff that people bring up, I don't remember until they say it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I have a lot of anti-static trolling.
I don't care. I've never actually nuked anything, and I've done some stupid stuff, so stuff's pretty resilient.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's also about how you handle. Like, do you touch the side of the board or the top of the board? Do you, if you're walking on a carpet, are you going to touch the JBCs, the side of it? Am I going to touch the amp or this? So like, this power supply right next to me is always plugged in, usually turned on. So if I touch this, I ground myself. So I'm constantly grounding myself with what's around me. Okay, now let's see if this... Well, firstly, the first thing to do is see if we are worse off than we were before. So there's actually a celebration in literally being where you were before you started fucking with stuff. So if I am right back where I started. That's the first thing I celebrate. After that, we celebrate if it actually works. All right, so if I hit the power button.
No fans. Oh, no.
Okay. Ruh-roh. Battery. Am I using a 65 watt or an 80 watt? Okay. Shitty charger.
Big money.
Dong. Give me a nice long dong, as Sonny would say. Or a light. Hello. Let's turn you on and reset PRAM.
Yeah, PRAM.
High power button. Okay. This is dirty.
Yeah, that thing's disgusting.
Most of the things I touch are disgusting. You better work.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's a good sound.
Okay.
One more.
How about the image on the screen? How about...
If you're not going to get an image until after it gives you another long dong.
Actually, no, I'm not going to get an image at all. Yeah. Okay, so it was the chip. That chip was dead. Well, it was semi-dead. No, it was semi-dead. Now it's 100% dead. Welcome to the videos that never go on YouTube. Ha! I have to reball that later.
That sucks.
What a nightmare. Let's see, if I push on you, what do I get?
You check voltage. I mean, you're not getting backlight either. Will you not get a backlight if you don't have the LVDS?
Oh, you won't get anything. You won't even get screen recognition. Let's see. I didn't knock anything off. Wah, wah, wah.
Well, it was worth a try.
And these are the videos that don't make their way to the internet. There are actually some where I've set stuff on fire that are I have to edit and make these.
Make a blooper reel.
All right, so what I did is I actually turned off the camera just to show that the fact that the camera does break half of my repairs. We went another go over the chip and reflowing it, and I noticed that what didn't dry properly the first time. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Watch, I'm going to smash the board. Because remember before what it was doing?
Yep.
Fucking works. This is bullshit. I decided not to record it because I figured it wasn't going to work. But
For the trolls, he didn't replace the board. He literally just reflowed it.
yeah, see, look, I'm going to say same fucking computer. And trust me, if I replace the chip, the area would not look like... Oh, look at this. Look, you can see that there's little pieces of edge bonding I haven't removed. That's the same piece of hair that was there originally. That is...
Burned off edge bonding.
Burned off edge bonding from first go on our very professional repair. And on one hand, I can't really warranty this because it was a fucked up ass repair. On the other hand, I'm giving it to somebody who couldn't afford to pay for the repair anyway, who came in with some broken shit. So they'll leave with something that's not broken, which is really, I don't know, kind of evens everything out.
And
My charity for the year.
Louis, you could use the karma, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Okay.